Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me, and today we have a special video that's going to be a contest entry into Todd E Walnuts 100,000 viewer contest, and I'm so excited for you, Todd. Congratulations, that is an epic milestone to achieve, and there is no person that deserves it more than you do. Great content. If you guys don't know anything about Todd E Walnuts' channel, of course the link will be down below, and do yourself a favor and go check him out, subscribe. And first let me talk about, before we get into the contest details or my entry, about Todd's channel. I found Todd probably about a year ago when I started getting back into heavy collecting again, and I contacted him basically and told him, could you please make a video of things that you're looking at, or you're, I guess, you know, got your eye on that you might want to add to your collection, because it seemed like every time I saw one of his videos, it was things that I wanted, and that they were mostly limited editions, so you either jumped on it right now or you paid through the tooth a couple of months from now once it hit eBay and the prices doubled or tripled or whatever. So I basically used his channel as a guide to what I should get next. Now he's interested in a lot of other things, such as spaghetti westerns and stuff like that. I'm also a little bit interested in that, but more heavily into collecting kind of horror stuff, or, you know, especially stuff from my childhood that gives you the kind of nostalgic feeling from your childhood days, and you remember, it brings back that feeling when you first saw the movie and how you felt at that time, and it just kind of gives you a really good, warm and fuzzy feeling. And that is the reason why I've chosen to present in the contest the pictures that I have that I've chosen, and probably they will be different from everybody else's choice. I'm not going to throw up the Halloween, Friday the 13th. I'm not going to do that to you guys, because probably most everybody else is going to do that. So I want to be different, and at the sake of you know, being obscure titles or stuff like that, but they really created an impression on me when I was a child. Some of them, maybe, you know, you guys might not think that they're so obscure, but probably in the age group of this contest, maybe they might be a little bit obscure. And also what might be cool is I might turn some of the younger viewers on to some movies that they should probably add to their collection. So let's get started. And so he had a couple of questions, and I want to answer all of the questions actually. And the first question will be, what is the movie that scared you the most? I guess, you know, just scared you in general, just scared you the most. And thinking back, you know, there's a lot of the newer movies which it scared me, but the one movie that really created a big impression in me, and this really freaked me out, and I couldn't sleep after I watched this, and probably I couldn't sleep because I was young at that time too, so it created a bigger impression on me, but it's kind of that emotional feeling that you remember when you first saw that movie. And that is the Amityville Horror. This is probably the scariest ghost house movie in existence, in my opinion. Just totally freaked me out. I mean, I was under the covers, hiding my eyes, you know, and just built up emotions about what was going to happen next, or something, you know, jump out and scare you. Now the scene that creates the biggest impression on me is when the little girl's in her room talking to her invisible friend named Jody. And the mother comes in and says, "Who are you talking to, dear?" "Yeah, and I am going to give you a small clip right up here," and you can see the scene that scared the crap out of me. And that is with the pig eyes looking in the window. Wow, just, yeah. If you've never seen this, wow, you should be shot. You should be taken out back and flogged. So, yeah, get this, any remakes, part 2s, part 3s, don't bother. This is the original. And I've got a good story about this film also. I was in the Navy for 10 years, and when I was in boot camp, you know how they just throw all of these people together from all over the country and sometimes other countries. But anyway, one guy that I was in boot camp with, I don't know how the subject came up, but I guess maybe we were telling each other where we were from, and he said, I'm from Amityville, New York. So, I mean, popped in my Amityville Horror. And he goes, oh yeah, he said, I live right next door to that house. And that totally blew me away, so I started asking him all these questions about the house. And he said, did the murders happen in the house? Yeah, they did, but there's nothing to the story. All of the story and the creepy things that happen were just kind of made up. So it kind of dashed my, my image of this house. But he did tell me that the people were constantly getting other, I guess, fans of the movie, or just practical jokers or mischievous people in general would come to the house and vandalize the house or throw eggs or just curiously come to look at the house. So what they did was they changed the facade of the front of the building, and they also changed the address so it would make it harder for people to find it. So this is what it looked like during the movie, and this is what it actually looked like up into, I don't know how many years ago it was that they changed it, but if you search on Google you can find the the change, what it looks like now. So yeah, that is it. I mean, Amityville Horror, and let's take a look at the video clip, and we'll start it right up here.
Who are you singing to, Princess?
You scared Jody.
Jody? There's no one here, see?
You scared her. She went out the window.
She went out the window? Well, I better check to make sure she's not still there, huh?
Alright, there you are. So yeah, wow, scary, 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 scary. In fact, when I watched it before I made this video, I jumped again, so there you go. Still relevant, still scary as hell. Alright, so next would be the question of a horror movie character that's so badass and scary. And again, I detached from the norm and didn't pick any of the major characters. And the one that really freaked me out and was such an awesome character, I thought. And luckily, there are talks of remakes coming out. Not remakes, but studios that are going to republish this movie, so I'm looking forward to that. And that... You know what? I didn't bring the movie out, but you know what? I have a copy somewhere. Pause the video, we'll come right back, I'll find the copy. Okay guys, I have to apologize, I've looked all over for it. It's somewhere in this house, and I'm not sure where that is. But anyway, let's announce the character that freaked me out and I thought was badass and most scariest horror movie character. And that is the protagonist monster character of Jeepers Creepers. That movie freaked me out, and 1 and 2 both were just excellent movies. Yeah, I guess you have your fans and your not so good fans, but creepy. If you look at the first movie, probably the creepiest scene is when the 2 kids are driving down this really country road, and they see the creepy, Jeepers Creepers character carrying this something wrapped in a sheet and wrapped around ropes and throws it down this pipe, which in turn creates a chase scene of Jeepers Creepers character in this big armored truck running these kids down. But also in the, I think it was the second movie, was the bus scene, the changing heads scene, or the licking the window. The licking the window was so freaky to me. I mean, the kids are on the bus, okay, and there's that thing outside. Nobody wants to go outside. And then it starts taunting them, through outside of the window. And it sits there and licks the wind. Oh man, that was so freaking creepy. I remember seeing that scene in the movie, and yeah, it really freaked me out. And guess what I got for you? I've got that scene. So let's take a look at that scene that I'm talking about right now. Ah, so freaky stuff. Yeah, that really created a big impression on me. Licking the window. I just, you put yourself in that position. What would you do? You just stuck. There's nothing you could do. So yeah, that right there is the most scariest movie, and then the badass character that I think, and in the movies that I've watched. So yeah, guys, if you haven't seen those, go get them. You will not be disappointed. They're awesome, awesome movies. Okay, and next Todd had asked, and this is, I guess, the second part is, which movies do you have the most copies of? I don't have, just like 6 or 7 copies of the same movie on any movies that I have. The most that I do have is probably 2. But in this series, yeah, there's actually 4 that I have, and Arrow is probably to thank big time for that, because of how many copies of this movie that they put out, and then not only like Steelbook, and also I'm kind of a guy that likes to get everything Arrow, but it's probably the older stuff is impossible for me to get. It's just beyond my price range, especially the window box editions of stuff like that. Yeah, really, really collectible, hard to get. But anyway, let's get into the copies that I have the most of, and I'm going to reach down here and get them. Okay, and that is Demons by Dario Argento. So this is Demons 1. This was the original Arrow release, the single release of Demons. And probably you guys are all familiar with this. If you're not, go get this one too. It's really good. Where this group of people are trapped in a movie theater, and then the demons are in the movie theater and break out, and you can kind of get an idea of what happens after that. Really awesome, awesome movie. One of my favorite, probably top 5 horror movies of all time. Demons. This is Demons 1. So I've got the single Arrow release of this. I also have the Demons 1 and 2 Steelbook, which was also put out by Arrow. So again, a copy of Demons 1 is in here also. Another amazing release by Arrow. Awesome artwork. Love this. Keep this thing sealed because I don't want it to get scratched or anything like that. But I have other copies to watch. This one remains locked up. So there you are, the Demons 1 and 2 Steelbook. And then I also have DVD of Demons 1 Anchor Bay version. So there you are with that. So that is probably 3 copies of Demons 1 from different companies in different formats and stuff like that I have the most of. And there you are. That is my entry into Todd E Walnuts 100,000 views contest. Good luck to all the other contestants, and hope you win. And thank you for joining me, Todd. Congratulations. You deserve it. You're awesome, dude. I love your videos. Just keep them coming. And we'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you for joining me. Hit the thumbs up if you liked the video. Hit the thumbs down if you didn't, and tell me why you didn't. And also, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please do that so you can get the videos directly to your inbox. And I will see you again. Take care, guys.